In case you're wondering what it's like being transgender under this new administration, I just got my new passport in the mail and they changed the gender to male because of Donald Trump.
How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the brand new update to passports. In previous years, I'm not quite sure when it started this. It might have been just under Biden. But in previous years, you were able to select from 3 different genders on your passport, or at least gender markers. So you had M, obviously male, F, obviously female, and then X. What does X mean? Who knows? Whatever you want it to mean. All right. I'm not male, female. I don't know. Maybe X is when you identify as a Thundercat. Obviously, this is not living in reality. Look, if that's your fantasy, if you believe that you really are She-Ra from Thundercats, great. It doesn't change what you are, though. Either you have XX chromosomes or XY. And I don't want to see any comments talking about, what about this rare disorder that affects 0.00001 of the world? 99.999 repeating of us are either male or female. It's very simple. So this is a common sense policy that we have brought back to this country, and I am 100% for it. However, as you saw in the beginning, some of us don't like this. Now, that person was kind of female passing a little bit, right? I mean, I might see them basketball playing, plumber, bricklaying, roofing hands, and it might be a little different story. You're kind of passing. However, just because you may look like a woman does not make you a woman. You're not that. As simple as that. Now, we saw what he had to say. Let's get to the next gentleman and get his point of view on the whole situation. Then we're going to get to a news clip. And of course, I will link to all my clips in the box. If you're on IG, Facebook, visit the link in the bio, go to the corresponding article on the website. But without further ado, let's go ahead and roll it.
Hey, y'all. It's me again. I can't get a passport right now. And little fun fact for you, in case you didn't know either. For people with gender markers that do not match their appearance, or the gender marker X that are trying to go through United States borders right now, they're being stopped and they're being detained. Hey, can you guys do me a favor and research this funny little thing called V-coding? Y'all, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And I gotta go to work like nothing's happening right now.
Okay. See, this is what I'm talking about. A lot of these people have problems. You got problems, and I ain't even really trying to be funny. For real, you need to go to get yourself checked out because something ain't right. What's up with this maniacal laughing at the end? Something's not right. And that right there, that's the whole point. You may have some kind of delusion going on, some kind of mental illness going on, but your illness, your delusion is not my burden. It's not my responsibility. All of society should not have to compensate for what you don't really have going on properly upstairs. It's simple. Male, female, however you want to identify, bro, that's your business. You want to dress like that, you want to act like that, that's your business. But at the end of the day, you are what you are, and you can't change it. You cannot change it as far as your chromosomes. Now, maybe they might get some kind of update to the human software. You could just edit stuff like it's a computer program. Maybe you could do that one day, but as of right now, we don't have that. So it is what it is. Let's get to the news clip here and see what they got going on.
The trickle-down effect from one of the many executive orders signed by President Trump is being felt on some applying for passports.
Applications for the travel document with the X gender market being suspended by the State Department. ABC 10 News reporter Ryan Hill explains why and speaks with local LGBTQ plus advocates about the fallout this is having.
Can I just say something right quick? You heard what she said, X gender market. She didn't really say it right. I'm not trying to clown on her. I'm just saying most normal people don't speak like that. We don't say gender marker. Like, what is that? A lot of this new language, most regular everyday people in this country are not up on. And that's part of the reason why I say local news is a lot of the times better than the national news, because on the national news, they get all that programming all day long. The big boys, your David Muirs of the world, they're masters at giving you that kind of language. But local news, they're more realistic and down to earth, in my humble opinion. But let's continue.
It's about the fallout this is having.
Here you go. Thank you. Hi.
Being able to get a passport is a part of being a U.S. citizen, but for some, that document is being put on hold. The pause coming after this inauguration promise from President Donald Trump becoming policy.
I mean, okay, and I almost forgot to talk about that part. The person said, I can't get a passport. You can't get a passport. You just can't get what you want on the passport. All you got to do is just tell the truth and be honest about your biology. If you could do that, then there's no problem. But if you want to try to lie about what you are biologically, then we can't help you.
As of today, it will henceforth be the official policy of the United States government that there are only two genders, male and female.
One of Trump's executive orders says it's now U.S. policy to acknowledge only two sexes, male and female. To be in line with it, a State Department spokesperson tells me when it issues a passport, there will only be two options, M and F, someone's biological sex. A spokesperson adds it's no longer issuing U.S. passports where the gender says X and freezing all applications for those asking for a different gender than what's in the executive order.
Our trans and non-binary community are scared.
Phoenix Schneider's with the San Diego LGBT Community Center. Schneider tells me he finds this direction from the State Department concerning.
As a proud trans and non-binary person, we are here. We have always been here, and we will continue to be here.
I mean, look, look, nobody's saying you can't be who you are. You out here right now talking with the trans pin on, talking about who you are. Ain't nobody trying to lock you up. Trump's not saying, hey, you know what? If you identify as transgender, you're going to go to the penitentiary to make big rocks to little. Nobody's saying that. But what we are saying is, for security purposes, for obvious reasons, you need to have your actual biology on your passport, on your license. You got to have that, man. Come on.
Trans and non-binary people are the experts on who we are, and the federal government will not legislate us out of existence with a stroke of a pen.
Schneider's telling me those who are in the LGBTQ plus community.
If you're having issues surrounding your application or your passport, you can come to the center for resources, for support.
I asked the State Department if the policy change means those with suspended applications will have to reapply, and what it means for those who've already been issued a passport with the X gender marker. A department spokesperson wasn't able to provide any further information, and any updates would be on the State Department's website. Ryan Hill, ABC 10 News.
The Biden administration introduced the X-gender option on passport applications in 2022. A White House official tells ABC 10 News this affects current and future applications as they referred us back to the wording of the executive order.
All right, so there we have it. This is fantastic. Shout out to Trump. This is common sense, though. I mean, it really shouldn't have to be a big thing to where we say, oh, well, there's only two genders. That shouldn't, right? And then it's only been since, 2022? So they're out there acting like, oh, the world's coming to an end. We're never going to exist anymore. This has only been a thing since 2022. So you're talking about 3 years max. So it's okay. It was only for a little bit of one president. We're going to go back to the way it was before him and before me and before the other guy and before the other guy. Basic common sense things. Put your actual birth gender, who you are biologically, put that on your documents. But as I close, I want to say this. Shout out to everybody out there who has common sense. At this point, it's not necessarily a left versus right thing. It's a regular versus irregular. We're regular people. We are regular human beings. Some of those who are doing the maniacal laughing because they can't get the little X on the passport anymore, that's an irregular person. And I hope and I pray that they can get themselves together and get back on the right track, because obviously something's not going on right in their mind today. But I think I'll leave that right there for now. And what say you? What's your thoughts on this reversal of the X on the passport policy for whatever kind of gender you want to assume? Good thing, bad thing, whatever your thoughts are, let me know in the comments below. You guys know where I'm at. As I've been saying, common sense. Regular people, to us, it makes sense. It's logical. But to some of those who are irregular, some of those who have mental issues, this is going to be the end of their world. I would just tell them, you know what? You got bigger fish to fry, to be totally honest. This is least of your concern. Focus on getting your mental health together, and that would alleviate your problems to the point where this issue wouldn't be a problem anymore. Does that make any sense? Whatever your thoughts are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.